Okay, good evening. So, dito na tayo sa closing entries, meaning i-close natin lahat ng nasa ledger. So, kung napansin nyo, may mga nakapula doon sa ledger. So, yung mga nakapula po doon sa ledger is actually the closing entries na gagawin po natin. So, ano ba yung mga dapat mag-close? Ang kino-close lang po is yung revenue, expenses, capital, and withdrawal. Yung lahat ng asset and liabilities and owner's equity is actually, asset and liabilities is a real account. So, hindi po siya nagka-close. No, dinadala natin siya for the next year. Ito naman po ay closing entries. Lahat ng account na nandito na involved is actually naka-close po, meaning i-zero out po natin siya, no? So, ganito po ang paggawa ng closing entries. So, ito ay isang general journal din. So, para mas madaling matandaan, i-CJ na lang natin, no? Closing entries journal 1. So, for the year ended December 31, 2024. So, same lang siya ng format ng journal. So, paano ba? Kung yung service revenue natin, yung total sa ledger, kung mapapansin nyo sa ledger, was 220,000, no? Sa ledger, we have actually 220,000. Kita nyo ba? 220,000. So, yun po ay i-close natin. 220,000 debit, service revenue, and credit, income summary, and expense summary worth 220,000. So, ito po ay yung post-reference nila 4,000. Ang income summary and expense. Income and expense summary dapat to. Income and expense summary. Copy natin. Delete na lang natin. Okay. Dito tayo sa service revenue, 220,000. Di ba ang nature or ang normal increase ng service revenue was debit side, no? So, debit service revenue ay credit side. So, in debit natin para ma-zero out. So, service revenue is 220,000. And ang i-credit natin was income summary, 220,000. So, kung titingnan nyo sa ledger, itong 220,000, mabalikan natin ang ledger natin, no? 220,000, ang closing entries natin is ito. CJ1, 220,000. Kasi, ang nature niya is credit, diba? Laging tumataas sa credit. Tingnan nyo, na-add tayo, 140 plus 80 is 220. So, kung kailangan natin siya i-zero out, i-debit natin siya. Kontra, no? 220,000 minus 220,000 is actually 0. So, 0 po ang i-zero lang po natin lahat ng service revenue. So, mapapansin nyo, 0 out po siya doon sa closing entries, no? 220. And income summary ay madadagdagan. Hanapin natin yung income summary. Income summary po ay madadagdagan. 1231 gross income, no? 220,000. In credit natin, so ang credit side was 220,000. Now, proceed tayo sa next closing entries. Ang i-close naman natin lahat ng expense. So, kung ang nature or ang normal side ng expense is debit, i-credit lang po natin. So, ang credit ng lahat ng expense is rent expense, utilities expense, supplies expense, and depreciation expense. So, lahat po yan credited, no? Kasi nga, di ba, pag nag-journal entry tayo, laging naka-debit. Kung kailangan natin to i-zero out lahat ng expense, i-credit lang natin, no? Pabalik ta rin lang natin. Then, i-add mo tong lahat, makukuha mo yung income summary and expense, income and expense summary. So, add mo to, 15,000 plus 1,300 plus 50,000 plus 3,000 is equal to 69,300. So, tingnan ulit natin sa ledger, adjust natin yung ledger. Ganito po ang mangyayari, no? Sa ledger natin. Nagdagdag tayo ng 69,300. No, binawas natin yung 69,300 kasi nga naka-debit na. Normal increase ng income expense and summary was income summary income and expense summary was credit side, 69,300. And lahat ng expense, no? Lahat ng expense is in credit natin. So, tingnan nyo yung post-trial balance, no closing entries, 15,000, 1,300, 50,000, 3,000. Iko-close natin yung lahat. Pag in-close po natin lahat, ganito po yung itsura. Okay? Close natin to lahat. Rent expense, ang gagawin mo lang po is 12-31/2024. Then, closing entries. Enrollment. Closing entries. Closing journal 1. Kung 15,000 to, naka-debit side, i-credit lang po natin, no? Oops, nangyari. I-credit lang po natin 15,000. This should be equal to 0. So, 0 po ito, no? Okay. Oh no, saan tayo naglulay? Ano nangyayari dito? Dito. Okay, lagay tayo dito ng 0. Okay, 15,000 minus 15,000 is equal to 0, no? So, i-read natin to para madali nyong makita. I-read lang natin. Okay. Next, ito naman na utilities expense. 12-31 2024. Closing entries. This CJ1. Then, kung ito ay 1,300, 1,300 din ito sa kabila. Oh, bakit 30? Then, pag in-deduct to, ito, i-deduct lang po natin. Dito, makuha natin is 0. Okay, 0 ulit. So, this should be 0. And this 3, i-read natin na. 0. Next, we have expense. So, kopyahin lang natin ito. Dito sa expense kasi 0 din natin to. Then 50,000 kasi nga baliktad lang, no? Binabaliktad lang natin. Then i-minus mo lang to, 50,000 minus 50,000, this equal to 0. Okay, so to. Next, we have depreciation expense. Copy lang natin ulit dito. We have 3,000. Then, 3,000 is equal to 3,000 minus 3,000 is equal to 0. Okay? Na, pansin nyo, lahat po ng ng expense was actually 0 out. Kung 0 out to, depreciation expense, 0 out then yung supplies expense, 0 out then yung utilities expense, rent expense, lahat ng expense is 0 po, no? Okay. Then, sa income summary, 69,300, lahat ng income statement. Tapos, ilagay natin, tingnan nyo po ang nangyayari na sa closing entries. Sa closing entries, meron din ulit tayong pag profit po, pag positive, ang income and expense summary was debited. Pag net loss naman po, credit po yan, no? Kasi tingnan nyo, income and expense summary, in debit natin, and in credit natin yung capital. Kasi may dagdag tayo sa capital, may dagdag sa ating puhunan. Ilan yon? 150,700. Saan to galing? 220,000 minus 69,300 is 150,700. Makikita din po ito sa dito sa income statement, no? Same lang po ang lumabas. 150,700. Dito din po, same lang po yan, no? 220,000 minus 69,300, 150,700. And on December 31, 2024 naman, okay, I forgot. Ganito po yung explanation, no? Lahat. To close income accounts, to close expense account. Kasi kanina, income lahat ng kina-close. Ngayon, lahat ng expense. Ngayon naman, to close the profit for the period to capital account. Kung i-close natin yung profit sa capital account, kasi dun nga nagdadagdag. Now, next we have, i-close naman natin ang withdrawals sa capital account ulit. Kasi binabawasan natin yung puhunan by withdrawals or personal account. Di ba yung nature ng withdrawals was debited, tapos yung capital was credited. Binaliktad lang yung dalawa, no? So, 50,000 both side. So, to close the drawing to capital account, 50,000 pesos. So, makikita nyo yan sa ledger, ganito po yun na. Ang 150,700 sa ledger, makikita nyo ang expense, ang closing of interest profit is debited. Okay? 220,000 minus 69,300 is 150,700. I-minus mo itong dalawa, should be zero out. Kasi lahat ng income and summary expense are zero out. Now, pag nakita nyo naman yung capital na 150,700, nadagdagan natin yung 150,700. No? Yung capital natin, asa yung capital? Okay, dito. Nakadalawa tayo sa capital na closing entries. Again, yung kanina is yung 150,700. 300,000 plus 150,700 is 450,700. Tapos may withdrawal tayo ng 50,000 which is debited side. So, pag 450,700, ilas lang natin ang 50,000 which equal to 400,700. Same lang dapat to, or makikita din po ito sa statement of changes of owner's equity. Same lang, di ba? 150,700. Dapat sa trial balance, same lang po. Okay? Statement of changes of owner's equity, 407,700. Same lang po ang lumabas. Next, we have balance sheet. Sa balance sheet, ganito. No. Now, next we have, okay na po, lahat na po. So, again, ito po yung closing entries. Ang ginagawa lang po nito is zero out lahat ng revenue and lahat ng expense. Then, ma-adjust yung capital. Then, is yung withdrawal din po is zero out din po natin. Kasi parang nature niya was expense. So, kung natingnan nyo, yung withdrawal was actually zero out. 50,000 minus 50,000 was zero. Okay? Sana natutunan nyo yun now. So, next we have, okay na, wala na. So, tapos na natin ng closing entries. So, next video was statement of cash flows. No. Post-trial balance na po tayo. So, ano po yung post-trial balance? So, ganito po yung post-trial balance. Pagkatapos natin ma-close lahat ng end balance, kukunin na po natin. Since ang revenue was zero out, and lahat ng expense and income summary was zero out, ano lang yung kukunin natin? Asset to equity. Asset to capital lang po. Okay, ganito po siya, no? Ang itsura po ng post-trial balance was ganito. Okay. Kung mapapasin nyo po, lahat ng asset lang and liabilities ang kinuha natin. So, 298,700 kasi lahat tayo ng end balance, no? Tingnan nyo lahat ng end balance. Parang trial balance siya, pero in a way na natapos na natin yung closing entries. So, ganito po yung tsura ng post-trial balance, no? Should be post-trial balance, not adjusted. Post-trial. Okay, post-trial balance, no? So, we have 298,700. Makikita po ito sa trial balance natin, no? Next, we have 0, 45,000. Next, we have 45,000. Kita din po. Supplies was 20,000 kasi yung supplies on hand 20,000. Office equipment, same lang yan, 50,000, 3,000. Then, 10,000 of payable. Yung owner's equity natin is yung ending po, no? So, ano yung end natin? Was 400,700. Makikita din po yan sa trial balance, kung makikita niya sa trial balance, ganun din po, no? Yung capital natin was actually 407,700. Same lang po sa statement of changes of owner's equity. Okay, same lang po. Then, dapat pag inad po to na post-trial balance, same lang po yung amount. So, 298,700 plus 0 plus 45,000 plus 20,000 plus 50,000 is equal to 413,700. Then, we have 3,000 plus 10,000 plus 400,700. We will get 413,700. Yun po ang total na amount. Okay, tapos na natin ang accounting cycle. Proceed tayo sa statement of cash flows.